like, wow, this is actually super, super crazy that we are now streaming live on YouTube. I
I'm not showing
never
up yet.
never really
Whoops.
thought, okay, so we'll put ourselves on mute if we're watching on YouTube, but I never
Sorry
thought
about that.
that this was I never thought that this was be actually happening, that we are live on
I
YouTube
know.
coming right at you from our homes. We've got Liza Bricks 88 and Brickin' Mad here wearing my little Lego shirt. I thought this would be super difficult, and let me just run through and we've got a
I
little
got my
watermelon
watermelon
here.
necklace.
We're going to run through the chat really quick to see who is in the house at the moment. We've got Paul. Yo, Paul. Thanks for popping in. We've got Jamie Mason. Connor Moore is in the house. Liza, of course, myself. And Wasteland Wabbit. What? This is
Oh.
so nuts. If you guys want a little secret, I'm a little nervous because I don't know. YouTube's a whole different world than the TikTok world, right? What do you think, Liza?
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's
For
like
sure.
it's like a next level. It's next level, so
I think it is a little bit of a next level, maybe just a tiny bit. But I guess since we're both here and this is our first time live, we should maybe tell a little bit about ourselves in a way. So Liza, tell me, like, who are you? What do you do? What do you enjoy out of life before we get into the Lego? I mean,
okay. Well,
um,
out of life, I definitely like the arts, you know. I am like I did study engineering, but I love the arts. Like I would have been if I hadn't been an engineer, I would have probably been an architect. So Lego, no, go figure.
yeah, Lego kind of really meshes well
Go
together with
figure.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. And then and what else do I do? I do like a lot of weird stuff. I do random stuff. Sometimes I like what? Oh, hello.
Oh, it's okay.
um
I was just giving a little quick shout out. Sorry.
okay. It's okay. Um I like to do random stuff. Like I'm always down for anything. If it scares me, I'll go for it. Why not? Like this scares me.
Well, I mean, it YouTube scares me too, and it has been putting off this whole let's go live and do my own show thing, even though I've been recommended to do this multiple times. And I do have to give you a lot of credit, Liza, because you're the one who messaged me out of the blue maybe a week and a half ago, and you said, "Hey, you want to try this thing out?" And maybe we should start this like AFOL gals thing and actually make it a thing. And I was like, oh, I don't know about it. And you're like, oh, created a Google document. Like, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And we also have Little Hound vlogs in here. I told you a little bit
Ooh.
about them, right, Liza? They messaged me on TikTok, and I'm hoping to maybe one day have her on or them on this show as well. Um, Liza, so what got you into Lego? This is the tell all question. Like,
Okay.
also, wait, before you answer, you can
Okay.
think for a second. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask us in general, just pop them in the chat, and we can get on to answering those. But Liza, like, what got you into you know the whole Lego thing?
Okay, so as a kid, my brother had a bunch of Lego, but the one thing, it's funny because it's like the one theme that I hardly ever get, which is Star Wars. But he liked the Star Wars stuff, obviously, and at the time it was like old school thing, like it was weird for a girl to play with like Lego at least. At least in
Right.
my Hispanic kind of community, and I remember just seeing, an X-wing from one of my brother's like friends, and I just like I have this like vivid memory of it. Like I'm like I see them playing and doing something, and then I was just like intrigued, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to like be a Snoop, just see what they're doing." And then I walk into the room, and then I see the X-wing, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's such a nice, like that looks like such a cool toy." Um And so then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna ask for that. I'm not gonna ask for Star Wars. I'm not gonna ask, like, that was my mentality at the time, like, honestly. And it was like I never even asked for dolls. I would hardly ever ask for toys. Like, the only toys I really got were from McDonald's because my dad used to work there. You know?
Oh, McDonald's toys are
Yeah.
dope though. Like you
Oh
can't.
yeah, they were great. They were
Do you
great.
remember when they? I don't know if you're around for this, but they had a couple stints of Lego toys being in McDonald's Happy Meals.
I don't remember that,
There
honestly.
was these
I don't
special
remember.
cars, and I remember getting those as a kid and just being like, "Oh, Lego," and like throwing it
Mhm.
to my brother. But okay, so you got into Lego because you saw an X-wing and you were like,
Yeah,
"Heck
cause
yes." Is that
yeah,
when you got your
but
first Lego set or no? Like,
no, it
how did
wasn't.
you
It
get to
wasn't.
this point? Like
Like,
I'm
okay. Oh, wait, go
oh
ahead, go ahead.
oh no, I'm just curious. Like, how did what you do now? I mean, clearly you're like swagging right now. You got a whole bunch of stuff behind you that's Lego.
But I do get claustrophobic, so, like, I have to tear it down. Like, depending. I have to feel like something emotional, like, that cleaning condo rule thing, I forgot. She was on Netflix or something. It's
Oh,
like you gotta if you, like, hold
if it
if you
doesn't make you happy, let it go. And,
exactly,
and I've been feeling that
exactly.
way today too. So
Yeah,
got
so
you.
that's what I do with my sets. I'll grab it and I'll be like, "Is it making me happy anymore?" And then if it doesn't, then I'll be like, "Okay, goodbye, into the bin, bye-bye."
Oh my
Um,
gosh, you're probably
but
making a lot of people go, oh.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Like I could tell you right now, like some people love some of the builds, like the Star Wars stuff, but then I'm like, it's going into the bin in a week or so. Once I see it being
Right.
displayed for a few, it's gonna go into the bin. Um, but like I just like started and I decided like, oh God, I just love it. It really released a lot of stress, you know, and
Oh,
at the
right.
time, obviously, like you would only like I would see Lego and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's like the expensive toys, like I'd be like, oh, there was classics, but when you walk into the actual store, what is it that you see? You see all the themed sets, and I was like, oh God, they look so nice, but classics would work for now. Um, but
So,
yeah, after that it was just kind of like you just get lost. And I like to build random stuff. Like whatever parts I grab, I have a mystery box that I always put and I fill it up with random like parts.
ooh,
And then I'm like, okay, well let's do something out of it. Like I don't know if you saw that one box for In and Out. Like that was just like I just grabbed pieces and then I was like, okay,
yeah.
I built this out of a set box. Now I'm gonna add like a scene to it, which I call scenes because um it's kind of like just adding to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
it.
when you grab because this is something, my cousin recently contacted me about her two kids and
Mhm.
she's like they love Lego, they love building the sets, but like they don't do a whole lot of creativity with it. Like what could you do to help them with that? And I was like the best thing is to have just a box where
Yeah.
like it has no theme, no nothing. You just go in and because she bought them some organizing drawers too.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? The best thing would be is to have a box where you can just sift through and you can learn how these things piece together. And I've got several. But the big question, Liza, is like, what was the first set, I guess, that like sparked you, or did I miss it? That sparked you to come back to,
Uh.
and when? Like, what was the
Uh.
time frame? Like, was it a year
It.
ago?
It.
Was it
It.
2 years?
It was. You could say like I don't know, cause you like I guess like all the like obviously I've always had a more like if you look at my profile picture, it's it's Harry Potter.
Right.
So
Harry Potter sets all the way.
that but you know what's so funny about it though? It was more like a collectible thing. It wasn't like oh I love that as a as Lego. You know what I mean? It was more like I love that as the story to the books. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah.
So then
Um,
I was like I gotta stop doing that. I was like I gotta stop doing that. So then I started
I
like doing Star Wars stuff and whatnot.
Interesting. Yeah, because
Yeah.
honestly, the Harry Potter sets, like, I like them. I've built a lot of them. I've got some old ones, you can kinda see them this
Mhm.
way, these old ones right here, and then I've got some old
Mhm.
ones in storage.
Mhm.
And the whole reason why I got to is because it was nostalgic. That's what I remember the most from my childhood building Lego with my brothers was that they had the Harry Potter sets and we would just
Oh,
fight
no,
over
that
who got glow in the dark Snape. Like
no,
so
no, that
but
wasn't
but
that.
but I'm
I
not necessarily
yeah.
happy with the build, so that's why I'm really hoping and I've done a Harry Potter mock and I'm working on another one, which is I'm
Yep.
happy to recreate what I envision the Harry Potter
Harry
Lego to be.
I agree 100%. Like I feel like I felt like limited because if you think about it, like the classics don't really come with a lot of what do you
Specialty
call this?
parts,
You know what I
specialty
mean? Like
parts,
this or like
or yeah, exactly.
so
Plates.
it was kind of like I was like, well, I don't want to ask for that stuff because honestly, even as a kid, I would work for my like toys. So I would help my mom, and I would buy stuff and I think at the time I was mainly into like action figures. So
Yeah.
I have old school action figures and I would grab like classic minifigs and oh my god. And I would like Sharpie my initials on the bottom of everything. I mean
Oh, so
I
no
mean
oh, that makes sense because that's probably why. Because I have 4 brothers and a sister, and,
uh-huh.
2 of my brothers are very close in age to me.
Uh-huh.
So, like, when we would Lego, we would fight over certain pieces, right? Like, cool pieces, like the full body fluffy and glow in the dark pieces and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And of course, like if you come from a big family or you come from a family with a huge extended family where they're always over your house, you got to initial the stuff that you have. You put something
Yeah.
in the fridge without your name on it, it's going to be eaten.
Yeah, and I had like it was mainly cousins, honestly. It was mainly my cousins that I had to protect my stuff from.
That is so goofy.
Even then when my mom had like this craze to move to Utah at some point, she sent a bunch of stuff out there to my family and then
And then
I
it
kid
was
you not,
gone.
it was gone. It was gone. No
you
joke.
get you
Like
get you
even
get there.
I don't have a picture of when I was born because of that. And I don't
Oh
have
my
I
god.
lost a lot of my I had action figures, I'm not gonna lie. I had action figures, and they were like Barbies to me. Same thing with Lego. It was just like to recreate stuff that you couldn't buy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna buy a dollhouse,
Well,
you know?
you bring
You
up
know?
another good point, in regards to Lego, and they had this great advertising campaign, through the pandemic, which is reimagine your world.
Mhm.
And I think that's, because of the pandemic and because of everything that happened in my personal life, like I needed a huge distractor, and Lego was the thing, and I was able to create things that weren't actually in real life, right? You can get lost in
Mhm.
the storyline that you're creating, like,
Mhm.
for example, Banana Man, right? Um, oh, are they? So Mikey just asked, are they taking questions? Yes. So we
Oh,
are taking questions. We really want, if you guys want to know something and you have a question, pop it up in the chat. We'll do our best. This is our first time doing a live. This is way different than
yeah.
TikTok. So as long as it's
It's hard.
not, what's your favorite set, then we're good. And Brickblaze, thanks for the clarification there. So we are taking questions. If you got questions, pop them up. We're still doing a little bit of introducing and what we're kind of all about.
Yeah. Oh, but I was gonna say, the same thing for me. It's like quarantine like really pushed me to TikTok, and then after TikTok, I was like, oh shit, oops,
Whoa,
sorry, whoops,
language, girl, language.
sorry. I forgot
I've got my
that's a bad.
5-year-old cousin watching. Come on, language.
Sorry.
I'm just
I
kidding.
forgot that's like one of the words.
It's okay.
um,
We can call it
um,
poop, but don't get confused, guys. It's not poop, it's poop. Okay, okay.
um,
So,
but
this is the
but yeah,
quarantine stuff.
that
Yeah.
yeah. So that definitely like it was like, oh yeah, I want to see what they're doing. I want to see like I just wanted to like hang out with people, and that was like the best way. So
Well,
that's kind
yeah.
of what got
So
me into that because I know you've mentioned like a whole bunch of YouTubers and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, but I've never like felt like, oh, I need to reach out to them because it felt like it was almost like not exclusive, but it was like almost like how do I really reach to them other than
but
YouTube? Because YouTube
wait.
sometimes could be a little, you know.
So it was because of TikTok. You know, I probably was under 1,000 followers. I think I had like 700. And Brick Blaze, who is in the chat now, Brick Blaze is actually in Atlanta, which is awesome. I wish I could be
Hmm.
there right now. Brick Blaze. But he outreached to me because he saw, I would say, like a little bit of potential. And he said, hey, yo, like, you know, there's this whole other community in Lego outside of TikTok. Like, you need to come check out the YouTube live streams and Twitch and all these things. And he introduced me to the YouTube community. They're not
Hmm.
scary. I promise you. They're actually very nice. They're there for you when you need them, and you learn so much. So my advice to you guys is definitely get onto some get onto some streams if you can.
Yeah.
Start messaging in the comments. Like, yeah, there's a whole slew of people on YouTube, and also Flickr. Did you know that there's like a huge like you want to go into a giant wasteland rabbit hole, you go to you go to the Flickr, like you'll get lost in
Oh,
there.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. I thought you were saying flipper. I was like, what's flipper?
No, sorry, Flickr. It's I mean, the community so far for me, I haven't had really any hate other than that thing that happened on TikTok that we won't mention to another creator. But
Hmm.
um I haven't had any hate. People have been very supportive, you know, in
Hmm.
all of the medias and all of the forums, and that is really awesome. And yes, Brick Blaze is saying that there is a huge community on Twitch. I tried Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I have all this stuff for Twitch. Maybe one day when I can formulate,
Jump
you know,
all
what
the
once I get a handle on doing YouTube live, then maybe we can for go into some Twitch. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool story. So pandemic is, would you say the pandemic is what like really picked up your Lego-ing?
Yeah, I would say pandemic. I get yeah, yeah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
pandemic
Cause,
is when I
cause also
started, right?
yeah, and then work well drive from work became like substantially like nothing. 'Cause I got to work from home, so then it was kind of like I saved 2 hours of my day, you
So
know, and I
you
don't
had an additional 2 hours to do something and you're like,
yeah. Yeah.
why not
So
Lego?
mhm. Mhm.
Mhm,
Yep.
I get it.
So,
Um,
yeah.
okay. I don't see any question other than from Connor Moore. My cat is going to come across screen and I'm going to move him over here. Bye, cat. But he says, okay, um, Connor, I'm going to give you a little lowdown. I don't know anything about Star Wars really. Like I mixed up Anakin and Luke apparently, so it's not my thing. But Liza probably has something to say about her Star Wars.
Oh, can I go into showing a mock that I was like, well,
Well,
yeah,
here you
that
go.
I was
Brick Blaze, that goes
working
right into
in.
Brick Blaze's question. Do either of you have plans for a large scale mock or do you keep it small and manageable? So grab that mock really quick and I can follow
Well,
up
I
with,
have it right here. I have
okay,
it
go
in
ahead.
front of me,
Go.
but I am working on Hogwarts. I dismantled it again because there's new sets that I want to add on to it. So that's going to be a long one, but that one's like all the way up there. Like
Well,
it
grab the
might
one that
fall
you're
on
working
me.
on right now. Show us it's
Okay.
Star Wars related so we can answer
Yeah,
two
the Star Wars
questions in
related one.
one.
Okay. So for the Star Wars related one, so you guys, so this is the one I think I told you about it.
And everybody, she broke it on live stream, but we couldn't see
I
it.
did. I did. It's
So
okay.
give us the rundown. Like what
Okay.
is it?
So I I was so into the Nintendo NES. I love it. It's like it's a fun thing, you know. But I was like, okay, it needs to be like a functional TV. So what I'm gonna do is I'm making. Let me see, how do I have to do it? Okay. So
Oh,
this is like Tatooine, right? You see like Star Wars Tatooine? and then I have to get more, parts. I have to like dig for them mainly, and then some of them I might have to get. But
Oh,
this half is gonna be Tatooine, and
yeah.
then when it goes into it, it's gonna go into like Death Star in here. So
Wait,
this section,
can you turn it around really quick so I can see the back before I make an assumption and a
okay,
judgment call?
okay.
Oh, yes. Yes, Liza. That is exactly what I was going to say. You got to get those movable plates, but it looks like Tatooine is very. Oh, but you're holding it up so it's straight.
Ah,
Okay, lay it down before you break it more, girl.
okay. Well, it's
That
fine because this is a draft.
is.
This is a draft.
That
It's
is.
fine because this is a draft. So it's
That
fine.
is.
I'll have to get more of all of them so that way I don't have to like struggle about like
You
taking it off and videotaping it, recording it, and then taking it off again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get more of
you need
these,
more link
the chain
chains.
links. Yeah.
You need.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
get more link chains and
Well, do
so
you
yeah.
know? You can talk to me about that after the show because we got a whole bunch of link chains. And wait a second.
Yeah.
That actually looks so sick, and that is going to be amazing.
Mm,
I'm super
I'm
excited to
so
see what is happening there. I'm going to go
excited.
on to one more thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you
Oh,
finished?
it's okay.
So Little Hound Dog says, "Have you ever done a Harry Potter mock?" So it sounds like to me,
Yes.
Liza, you've been working on your own Hogwarts. Um,
Yes.
and Little Hound Vlogs, if you check out my Instagram, there's way, 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 way in the dark past, like a year ago, I did a Harry Potter bridge. But I have one sitting on my desk that I can grab. But Liza, you take it away.
Oh, and I know you do have that one. What is it? It was like the train station, wasn't it? Oh shit, did I
Yes.
ruin the surprise? I mean, whoops. Poop. Did I ruin the surprise?
Um,
Oh my god, I'm usually so good about it.
Don't worry, we're still learning here. So, we have the Harry Potter train station. I bet if you're a Harry Potter fan, then you know this. It's when Dumbledore is in his like, when Harry Potter goes to like heaven and sees Dumbledore, and then the plan is to get another one
Oh.
exactly the same. And there's two train scenes that I really like from Harry Potter. The one where Harry's across the tracks and it's after he's been in the diner. I think it's like book 6, and he meets that hot girl, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I want that. I want to hang out with that girl." And then Dumbledore appears. So the other side is going to be the diner with the hot chick, and then this side is the whatever. So yeah. But there's, if I had to wrap it all up, if I had time and space, right? Time and space, there would be bigger and better mocks. But for right now, the small things are a little easier to manage. What do you think, Liza?
Yep. I agree. I agree because I'm trying to think of when, I rather work on this NES one that's going to be easy and like, well, it's not going to be easy. It's just going to be like I could actually put in parts. The Hogwarts one, I always feel like if I don't plan it correctly, I have to restart constantly.
Yeah.
And then
Um,
yeah, and
we've
then
got
space.
we've got one more question. Yeah, time and space. And I guess we can answer this one, and then we can move on to our next thing that we have planned for tonight. So, what is your dream set that you don't have? It's probably like
um
all of them.
um like no. I do have a few. Is it the question is kind of like my dream set like isn't it's a beautiful build that I want it, or is it kind of more like I just want it because I'm just craving it and like
You
I
want
want
it
the
because
theme.
you crave it.
Okay, that's
Like,
the Simpson sets.
you don't. If you had the space and you had the money, what set would it be?
The most basic one, the Simpson sets, for sure.
Oh, you know what?
I want the Quickie Mart. I mean, I could get it,
Oh,
but it's like ugh, I feel so
well,
bad getting it.
just part it out. Like some of the set, like I was looking at getting the Architecture Brandenburg tour set,
Uh-huh.
and it's like $85 new and sealed. But if you part it out, it's like $40.
Like you mean like getting like yeah, so like getting
Buying
other
all the
parts and
parts,
stuff
buying the instruction
separately.
manual, like $40. Like
Okay, the only thing about the Quickie Mart is that it does have details and stickers, I don't know if I'll be
You
able to
can buy
find,
the
but
stickers on Bricklink, girl. You can buy
okay.
the sticker
Okay,
sheet.
I guess I'll
What
do
I
it.
mean by
I
part
guess
out
I'll
is
do
like
it.
you don't have to be like, oh, I have to buy this
I mean,
set
like,
of,
I'm sure that's what I'm getting when I buy off Bricklink. If I were to buy like just
and then you
buy it
can look
off,
in
you know
your
what
own
I
collection
mean?
and be like, I have that one piece. Like I
Hmm.
have a few of those pieces that are in the set. Like I don't need to buy it out.
Yeah.
So so um I don't I don't know if I have a dream set that I'm like really craving at the moment, which is not I don't think that's sad to not have a dream set
I don't know. I don't think
because I
so.
feel like I have like if we look up, I feel a lot of those stuff
I'm
up there is
trying.
unopened stuff. Brick Blaze, have a good night. But the stuff up here, like, is stuff that I still haven't really built yet. And there's a mock up there too, because
Yeah,
if yeah, the cats. But
like I really want to time for my mocks. Really, like this Star Wars one, and it's not just gonna be Star Wars. It's gonna be other scenes too from other themes. Um, that's kind of the one I want to do. Yeah,
right. So you have a focus on the mock.
yeah.
But like as far as like dream sets for me personally, like I don't I mean it would be really nice to have the Roman Colosseum even though it's redundant, but
Yeah,
but I don't think
really.
like my cat is perfectly content right now sleeping on a box. So he's hanging out on the Harry Potter box. I don't think I need a Roman Colosseum to make him happy. Um yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, so Liza, why don't we do this?
Okay.
We talked about this because one of the things that we wanted to do with our YouTube live stream is to kind of do something different that we hadn't seen in other live streams. Um, at least I haven't seen, and we want to do build challenges while we are live, like a build challenge,
Yes.
or we can build a set, or we can take a set that we both own and build something from it. And tonight we are going to do a build challenge where we're taking suggestions. So if you have an idea as to what you want us to build, so like kind of like
A
an
theme?
everyday object. I'm
Oh,
looking for
everyday object.
I'm thinking like an everyday object. So if you can think of an everyday object that you want us to build from the Lego that's sitting around us, that would be awesome. And then we will give ourselves 10. I think we should do it in
10,
15
10,
minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, and we'll still be talking and chatting, but we'll be building whatever everyday object is
Hmm.
that you guys pop in the chat. This will help us keep us. This will help us to keep ourselves building ready. I don't know. Like I don't know how that works.
And we're
But
gonna have so many more games coming up later
yeah.
too. And we're gonna have ones where it's
Oh,
interactive with the audience, that we'll pre-plan and have you guys participate during the actual lives for like the following week.
scissors. We got scissors, salt and pepper. Oh wait. We're losing track. You're here 27 minutes late, but you're here. Next gaming. Thanks for coming in. Salt and pepper shaker, scissors, toaster. Okay. Do we have any other ones? Last ones. The last ones. Are y'all going to be? Oh, oh, oh. So what do you think, Liza? What do you feel confident about right now?
Should you do one of them and I do the other?
Okay, why don't we do one and one? So you pick first. You pick first.
uh, Piston.
Oh,
Hmm,
Wasteland Rabbit said broom.
broom? Like a big, but that would have to be like a big broom because I could literally find like a tiny broom here. But
Well,
but I could recreate a broom. It'd probably be like
oh,
this
someone
though,
said
like an
elephant. Ooh.
elephant.
Okay, come on, you gotta pick,
I'm thinking the
Liza. You gotta
toaster.
pick.
I'm
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 giving
kind
you.
of liking the toaster.
Okay, so Liza's gonna do maybe a toaster.
Maybe a toaster.
Liza's gonna do maybe a toaster, and I think I'm going to pick. Oh my gosh, this is like really driving me nuts because this is actually a little bit more difficult. I think I'm gonna pick
I
salt and
told ya.
pepper shakers. I'm gonna pick, for me,
Oh.
my personal challenge, I'm gonna make salt and pepper shakers under 20 pieces. I'm
Ooh.
gonna do salt and pepper shakers. Thanks,
Uh,
Mikey.
I'll probably only need a few pieces for a toaster, but I'll do something extra.
Okay. So we'll give ourselves 15 minutes. And if you finish, just holler finish. I'm going to be keeping track of the chat and trying to keep up with asking questions and maybe talking about nonsense.
Mhm.
Let's give us our start time now. And we'll end. Yeah, I got the time track in my head. So that is maybe a laptop mock. Ooh, interesting.
A
Get
laptop?
out, my cat.
I thought you made one for your cat once.
What do you mean?
A
A lap?
laptop?
No, I didn't make my cat one. That wasn't me.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, there goes my cat. He's knocking stuff over. Okay, go,
Okay.
go, go.
Okay. Okay.
All
So
right,
I'm gonna put my camera down because I
okay.
wanna
Liza's gonna shift her camera angle, and I'm gonna
okay.
change out my headphones. That way,
Oh yeah.
I can be just a little bit more mobile. Okay. All right. So, 15 minutes. 15
To what we
minutes.
find. What am I gonna get? I know what I want to do. So I'll be reading questions too since my camera's down, like I put those down.
And I have to move mine just a little bit so we can get access to the drawers. Salt and pepper shakers in 15 minutes. Do they have to be round? That is the question.
Ooh, no, they could be. I mean,
I've
if you
seen some
have
really
clear parts.
cheesy salt and pepper shakers at the thrift store. Like there was one that was like a woman in a bikini in an inner tube, like a fat lady, and then a fatter man, and you
Oh
could
wait,
shake in the sun.
you're not gonna be building at the same time. So
No,
I'm doing it.
I am
Oh,
building time with you. I'm
I
just
found a
drafting
clear
in my
part,
mind
and
what I
I'm
want to do.
thinking salt shaker. No, I'm just kidding.
And I want to try to do this in under 20 pieces. I've got dinosaur salt and pepper shakers. They don't have to be round, lol. Do you remember watching Blue's Clues?
Yes.
So Blue's Clues, there's Mr. Salt and Mrs. Peppa, right?
Yeah.
And they have bruises on their face. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to be thrown into a rut here. This is... Oh my gosh.
What did I do with my brick separator?
What? You just don't have a drawer of brick separators? Huh?
No.
What is that orange piece for? What is that orange piece for?
I got it.
What is? I'm gonna be super bad. Liza, you're gonna hate me. I think I already got my build.
Get this. I'm gonna make it these dimensions.
We're gonna and they had a kid named Paprika. Yeah, Salt and Pepper on Blue's Clues had a kid named Paprika. Yeah, for sure. I think I can make this build in under 10 pieces.
What? I want to make a big one though.
You're gonna make okay. So is it a cop out if I do a tiny one? Are you gonna be mad?
Yeah. Well, you're good at the tiny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, not gonna lie.
I want to be able to put toast in mine.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, shut up! You're such a
Wait. I'm gonna change it. I have a different idea.
This plan.
I did not have this plan. I did not have any of this plan. None, y'all. None of this was planned. I think I just was like, oh, this would be really. Because I like doing the tiny builds. You're right. So I should make it a little bigger. To be fair, but I'm gonna finish the tiny build that I have now, and yeah, you won. Okay, wait. So not all salt and pepper shakers are filled to the top. So we're gonna put a little clear one. Okay, there we go. See the little clear piece? Bam. Salt and pepper shaker. Done. All right. How about this? I'll build Paprika, but I'll make her big. Okay. to be fair, because I built that in like 1
This means
minute.
something. I mean, you're not gonna see the whole entirety. I'm just gonna use random colors because I don't have things, but I just get the parts that I need.
Oh my goodness. You got this. Paprika, what color would that be? Like dark brick red? Paprika.
What? Paprika, yes. Red.
Funny story about paprika. Paprika is actually like a bell pepper that they crush down in Hungary, especially in like Czechoslovakia, I think, and they turn it into a powder and it's used as a spice. And some of these peppers can be a little bit spicy, but not spicy. And if you ever like dab your finger in paprika and then you taste it, you're like, that's not spicy, right? At least not for me. But when I was living in Austria, you know, they used paprika like it was chili powder. So like a lot of things would have paprika on it and it would have like a warning sign that it was spicy. And I was making Spätzle for my Spätzle's like little dumpling noodles for my roommates. And I sprinkled a whole bunch of paprika on it and it turned like pink, right? And they had it on the plate and I dished it all out and one of my roommates took a bite and she was like and I was like, oh my god, like what, are you okay? And she's like, oh, so sharp, which means so spicy. And then my other roommate was like hesitant about taking a bite, but she was being polite and she took a bite of that as well. And then she was like, so spicy, so spicy. I was like, what the heck, guys? Like, this is delicious. It's not spicy at all. And my one roommate who spoke English turns to me and she's like, how much paprika did you put in this? And I was like, a lot. And she's like, way too spicy for us. Way too spicy. I didn't know. I didn't know that, like, you know, it makes sense though. Like, there's some people who have really sensitive taste buds, I guess. Paprika.
I'm trying to think of a toaster. What the hell? I had a plan for something bigger, but then I'm realizing I just have 15 minutes.
You can do it. You can do it.
I want to have something that moves back and forth. Where's that little antenna thing? My little antenna thing.
I think I have a little idea. Let's see if we can get this in the works. So we have 13 minutes to go. Just saying, not to like freak you out, but the time is ticking.
I'm changing what I'm making.
What are you doing? Oh no. I don't know. I think this is a little bit more difficult than
toast. Wait, I have to think about toast. That's an easy way to do it.
Now I'm gonna want some toast. Now that you're toasting a toaster, toasting toast. You guys can't see what my hands are doing, but I am working on a paprika. It's going to be it's going to be great.
Oh my god, I can't think about a toaster right now. Okay, what were the other options? What was the other option?
Salt and pepper shaker, elephant.
Elephant.
Are you gonna go for elephant?
Yeah, it's all grays. Grays are easy to see.
What? You're gonna start that and you're like, I have all confidence in you. Or a flower. Jamie Mason just posted flower. Yeah, so this can be, you know, building on live, I think is challenging, but it's also exciting and fun because you have this time pressure and you also have people who are watching to hold you accountable and be like, hey, that doesn't actually look like what is you supposed to tell me? This is not.
This would have worked for my toaster. Oh, wait, never mind. Going back to my big toaster.
Are you going to do a toaster? Okay, well, I scratched my paprika shaker because that wasn't happening. Plus, I just noticed that I have a whole bunch of brittle parts. Man, Wheezy is here. Hey, I am here. Glad to have you pop in. to our first ever live stream on the YouTube. We are just doing a build challenge right now. So Liza decided to do a toaster. I made a salt and pepper shaker. I already took it apart, but we've got to make a paprika. And I'm having some brain farts on how that's going to happen. But paprika shaker. Commence. I think, does anyone in the chat have like any ideas as to like what we could do, what I could do for a round shape? I guess I could take some suggestions. You could use the column pieces, but I don't have any column pieces in dark red. I'm thinking about some snot work, but I have one idea. I have an idea. I wear pants made it too. Oh, I'm wearing my like gym shorts, so don't mind me. Let's see. I've got one idea. Let's just see if I can execute it. Right? It's all about the execution. Are you like totally enthralled in the build process? Oh wait, okay. Jaden is here, and the tubes. Oh, we got the hand view. We're moving the camera on my end so I can get to the bricks behind it. We've got it. Oh my god, you are gonna murder me, Liza.
Why? Because you have all these like, you have these little mocks for everything right now. Like you're like, oh yeah, I got tiny one for this one.
No, because you said when I made the salt and pepper, you're like, oh, you cheated. Because it was so basic, but we're gonna do the same thing for paprika. It's a little paprika shaker, so cute. I don't like. I have the vision in my head as to, like what I want the paprika shaker to be. I just don't have, because you showed me the clear round pieces, right? Those clear windows.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I could put two of them together and then put the dark red squares in it.
Right now?
So it could be paprika.
I could like, okay. This is what I pictured when you said you're gonna do pepper.
Let me answer I wear pants' question. We decided that we wanted to do something a little different on our live streams where we do build challenges. Oh, Ethan the artisan is here too. What's up, Ethan? Thanks for popping in. And we are doing mini in a set amount of time. Right now we are failing miserably. So Liza chose toaster and I chose salt and pepper shaker. And I said I would build the things that I needed to build in under 20 pieces. So weird.
You did it like under 3 pieces.
I think I did it in under 10, actually. Factually.
I need to study.
But I should challenge myself more and get out of that mindset and do something different. But I couldn't conceptualize something round, even though I was told if you have an oddly shaped salt and pepper shaker, it would totally fly. Let me just put this build back together because I keep taking it apart. Hold on, let's see. We got this. It's so goofy.
Weird part.
So to answer your question, I wear parts. We are in the midst of a build challenge. So I had salt and pepper shaker. So here's my salt shaker. Here's my pepper shaker. And then because of Blue's Clues, I made a little baby paprika. So it's a little family. I was going to build a rounded version, and I remembered that one of my modulars had a water tower, so it was all round. So I took apart the water tower to use the edges of this track. But the problem was I didn't have enough. I guess I could do that now. Okay, wait, we have 30 seconds left. We have 30 seconds.
No.
And you love those blues, your Blues Clues.
This is what I was thinking when you were saying like a pepper, you know, like when you like turn it like this, like I did this, it kind of looks like weird, but I thought you were gonna make like, you know,
You
those
know
pepper
what?
things like where
You
you
know
go like,
what?
you know.
Okay. Oh, yeah, like a
I
grinder.
can't find the piece that will hold this because what I would have done is I would have put those, you know, those little the little flat studs, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to take it off my
I
mop,
know what you're saying.
but I always it's like it's illegal because you could just stick them in there and it looks like they're in there, you know, and then you could still use the cover and have it, you know. That's what I thought, but whatever.
Well, I didn't think about that because I do have the clear pieces and I have black and gray, so I could have made the salt and pepper shakers bigger. Our time is up on the challenge though, but I will give you an extra minute so you can execute what you just described.
I didn't execute anything, so
You didn't execute.
I'll let it go. I have to organize my pieces because I couldn't find the little switch thing. Like I had an idea for my toaster, but I can't
what we
find
learned here in our live stream so far is that 15 minutes is too short of a time, I guess, to do a live build challenge.
If you're not organized like me, but
if you're not organized, yeah. So that's why I'm a huge advocate about organizing your bricks and putting them in little drawers. Easier to find, easier to manage. I wear pants says hi.
Hi, I wear pants. I'm gonna check this out.
But I just had an idea for the salt and pepper shakers as well, but I don't have any more of those pieces. It's the clear 2x2 rounds, like, you know, the circles. They look like this. So then you could have a clear one and then stack some, like that, like black ones underneath it, and then I have a top that would look like salt. I have this top, and it would be a legit salt and pepper shaker. That would be cool.
Check this out. Oh no!
But that's okay.
Like I would have put some of these in between, you know, in between the stacks of these, you know, like but like I would have done like a black, you know, or brown, and then I would have covered it and then put some more illegally, obviously, but it still stacks, you know, it still works.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a hard time taking them out.
You could have done salt and pepper shaker as well.
I know.
Right. That's okay.
I know.
Well, Liza, show us what you did manage to put together in 15 minutes. What did you put together for your toaster?
I just managed to take out some parts.
So I guess for the next show, you're gonna have to have the toaster oven made. No pressure.
Oh yeah, I'll have a toaster, and I was gonna make a little toast, and then I was gonna put, you know, some a purple piece to make some PB&J, you know, and I was gonna, you know, I was thinking all that, and then I was like, oh wait, never mind.
Thought you were building the wrappers.
I'll have that, but for now, even though it was just two
pieces.
Yeah, it was just two pieces. I guess. What's that weird noise? Do you hear it?
Oh, that's my cat. He's having an asthma attack. He's literally coughing on the table. He's having a hard time. Yeah, he's cute, but he's having a little hard time. So sorry about that.
It's okay. I was just wondering if it was like the echo.
No, he's not. He's not hacking anything up. He's just having a little.
And you guys know what happens when someone wins. When someone wins. Here you go. This is yours. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Oh, wait.
It's gone.
Hand it over. Hold on. Put it up to the camera. Okay. Ready? Whoa! I got into pieces now. Look at how I close that.
There it goes.
Yeah. So I have the golden brick. So next week, does that mean I get to pick what our build challenge is?
Yeah, you can go. Go ahead.
And I literally have taken apart salt and pepper and paprika like 5 times already. So I would show it again, but it's gone. It's like dissipated.
Have you done it before? You probably
no. I've never done that one before. I used a similar technique to make some potion bottles in another Harry Potter mock, but it's the other Harry Potter mock is like so destroyed. My cat is just literally, he broke the roof of it. He's like ruined it. But I have
Oh
like a
God.
potions room in the back. You can pop off the bar, and then if you open up the back, it's like a secret place where you can pick up your potions. You can see that there's like potion bottles in the back.
Yeah, I saw that you had the little cleared they look like almost like a shine, like the seashell like shine,
Oh
those
yeah,
clear
yeah,
round
yeah, yeah.
ones. I was so jealous. I love those. I was like,
Those are
"Oh,
from the Dots
oh,
series 2. And when we hang up, we can talk about that because I have
oh,
I picked up 20 bags of those from Michael's at $1 a piece, and I have a
mhm,
lot. Like I have a
mhm."
poop ton. Like I have a whole drawer dedicated to already the ones that I opened, those opalescent shiny
Yeah, I
top
love
pieces.
those.
Yeah, those all came from Dots. And they're made from like a more flexible plastic, so I feel like they're
Mhm.
going to last longer than say the gold rose or the brick red or the brown. They're not brittle feeling.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
curious. What would you have done for the toaster unless in three pieces?
from the toaster, I would have used, let me grab a drawer of them really quick. I would have used the snot bricks like this. You see, like this. I would have built up a box and then put these snot bricks on it. And
Yep.
then I would have tiled it on the edge with slits, and then I would have made like a quick piece of toast. Even if it was boxy, I would have done a piece of toast out of like 1 by 1 bricks. How about
Okay.
instead of ending this,
I see what you're
I
saying.
mean, well, I mean, like, I don't, the toaster would be difficult though, because in my mind, I would have wanted a functioning toaster. Like the
Yeah,
toaster, if yeah, go ahead.
oh no, no, no. I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing. It's fine.
I
Go
would
ahead.
like but 15 minutes is not enough time to build the toaster that I have envisioned in my head. I would need an hour. But like if I was to do a micro toaster, let me see. Let me see. I think I have an idea.
You
You keep talking, and I'm gonna whip
you
together
probably
this
have the
method.
pieces. You probably have the pieces for what I was thinking. So
What?
you know how there's those little it's the ones that like the connectors that move slowly for joints, and then I would have put one of those like a T shaped right in between it, and then had that in between so it could actually like move up and down. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're
I'll
saying. I
probably
get it.
I'll find it. I'll find it. And I'll bring it next live.
You make it. This is my micro toaster. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, now it's on the floor.
I
Like
just don't have
two
that micro
places.
mentality.
Like,
Like
oh, look, it's my micro toaster. Oh, it doesn't even work. It doesn't even stick together. It was a joke. um,
yeah, because
I
I that's what I was gonna do too. I was gonna have the middle so that I could actually put like a two
piece of
toasters in
toast in
there,
there.
and then I was
I
I was gonna try to add like something like this for like so that it could actually look like the pattern, that when you see underneath it.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
yeah,
what I was
Mikey was
thinking.
saying you use a grill or a vent. Yeah, so wait, I got a different toaster. I got a different toaster whip up. Okay, so
Okay.
give me 2 seconds. I've got a toaster. I've got the vision in my head. Mikey just gave it to me. He said use a grill or a vent.
A
So
grill.
wait till you see this, dude. You could have made you
Mikey.
you could have killed us with something like this. Hold on, wait. Here we go. Okay, it's done. This is it. It's a toaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little toaster. Oh
I was
wow, a
okay, okay.
toaster with a
I
grill
was
event.
okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was trying to think micro. What had I seen in micro? Like I was trying to think, you know what I was trying to think? I was trying to think like Parks and Rec, and I was trying to think like the Friends set, and I was trying to think where is the toaster in my head.
Oh
'Cause
my gosh.
that's
Um,
so funny. Yeah, that would have been Mikey.
yeah, that's
Props.
okay. Well, but now you have your brains working, and for next time.
I need to have my tiny pieces. They dive into here because of the tiny ones, you know. So they always dive in. But yeah, I need to have the micro ones so that way.
It's
But
okay.
those were so. Oh God, those were so.
And
cool.
I think I'm lucky that I spent 5 months in quarantine. I wasn't working. So I spent that 5 months organizing all of my Lego into bags. I did by color, and then I did by piece and color into plastic containers. And then I bought the Acromills and put all the plastic containers into the Acromill stores. So I'm going to say it again, the organization process is what really helps when you're building something on the fly. So like in my mind, I conceptualized the design, and then I was like, I know what pieces there needs to be, and then bam.
You grab it.
Oh, here's a question from Mikey.
Lisa, do you have the minifig sorting heads to separate them by large, medium, and small sizes?
That's what I have right here.
No,
you can dump a whole bunch of brick, shake it, and it goes small, medium, and large. And even in the bottom, sometimes it captures one by one.
I will do this.
It works. If I had one of those in the past, I think that would have been really helpful. I saw them on eBay. It was like, I think they were like $20, but then the shipping was $20 because they're rather large. So check out your thrift stores, because my uncle found this one for me at the thrift store for $5.
I think I know where I could get it, actually. I think I saw it. When I went to Solvang, actually.
You should check it out. Or there are people who are doing 3D printing of Lego tray sorters. So like it's like a tray, and you dump the stuff in and then just shake it, and then the pieces. So that way you at least have like your smalls, your mediums, and your larges.
Separated. Right? I have to separate everything. I was actually thinking of doing that last night because I was like, oh God. But then I was like, oh God, I'm not going to sleep.
Lego, I think his name used to be Lego Make Me a Sandwich, and then it turned into Papa Bear Bricks.
Papa Bear Bricks.
Yeah, so Papa Bear is here. Thank you so much for popping into our first ever live stream. I guess the last thing I wanted to say to you guys, we're almost to the hour point. We can go a little over if it needs to go over. But I actually organized this back shelf just for this live stream. And I have some things that I'm going to be taking apart. So for example, I made this little Christmas village house by Tiago. And I was like, oh, it's not Christmas anymore. Plus, I really need those tan pieces. We're going to take it apart. So this is going to go in the bin. Then I forgot that I had this Overwatch set that I bought on clearance for like, I think it was $20. And now that's going to go. And then I had this vignette with nothing on it. It was like a park vignette. And it's like, why is this here? What is this for? But it has all these great whatever.
The circular pieces,
so pieces. And I'm super excited to be taking all of this apart and adding it right back into the collection. This is what I do with that.
Should we should we ask the audience what set we should take apart from our behind us and come back with something totally new? You want to do that for next week? I mean, I'd be down.
Oh, this is adventure though, Liza, because if we couldn't build in 15 minutes, that means next week is going to be longer.
No, not live. I mean, that show and tell.
Oh, show and tell. No promises. But what set are you thinking?
Okay. I'll do any of them. Really, any of them except for anything diagonal.
I can't even tell what's there.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, it looks like you have the Phoenix. You would do the UCS Hogwarts set at the top.
That's the mock. That's the broken down mock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like wait, that's the mock? Lift it up a little bit. Lift your camera up.
Okay.
That's UCS Hogwarts set?
No.
At the very top?
That's mock. That's a mock.
That's a mock?
I don't know which way to point. I don't know which way to point.
Yeah. Okay, well, I thought that was the UCS Hogwarts set. That Hogwarts looks amazing. So
there's an underground. There's an underground to it. There's an
You need to do
underground.
a video on that because I was cool.
Everybody told me that, and then I by the time I was on TikTok, I had already broken down my huge bridge that I had, and then but yeah, so it had a way to go underneath, so you could go under, and then you could go in like inside that, you know, that big bridge that they have,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
had some of the figures in there, and then on top I had a like a floor area so they could take you
Well,
from the
there you
top,
go. Well, that's the
but.
thing that you got to post on TikTok like ASAP, even if it's destroyed. But I was thinking we talked about this a little while ago. You can see right there. It's the Privet Drive set.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I already
Yeah,
have it broken down too. So
yeah.
that's
I
good.
don't have it broken down yet, so but I think the Privet Drive would be pretty sick to do. But
Okay.
on that note, it's been an hour. It's been our first
Okay.
live stream, an hour long first live stream. I think it went pretty well, Liza. What do you think?
It went great. I mean, other than me not thinking of that toaster idea, like
Well,
whatever.
well,
I'm still gonna bring
well,
a toaster. I'm gonna bring the size toaster that I
well, you
wanted to
you
make.
have a chance next week to redeem yourself.
Yes.
So
Yes,
next
I
week,
do.
if you guys are still watching now, next week come up with some ideas of everyday objects, and we will
I have
build that
something.
in
Okay.
15 minutes. 15
I
minute everyday object. I like that one. I like that game. All right,
I
guys.
have a great idea right now. I have a great idea, but I'm not
I
gonna
think
say
that
anything.
great show, great vibes. All right. And then on that note, we are going to end this live stream at 1 hour and 54 seconds. Thanks again for watching. This will be posted later up on this channel, and hopefully we'll get an actual channel for AFOL Gals and Pals going. I just don't know
Yeah.
how many things I can handle though. Like we've got social media, we got private
Yeah.
social media, we got all these things like wrapped up and run. So stay tuned next week. We will be here on July 3rd, even though it is the day before a major holiday.
And then hopefully by then I could have my toaster, um, uh, the privet thing, and then I'll have some of this done, more of this done. So
No pressure though. Whatever
no pressure.
whatever
Well,
needs to be
I'm
done.
probably gonna draft another scene. That's probably what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Bye guys. Bye. Oh.